Hey everyone, Pupsker here. We have updated news in regards to Warframe Digital Extremes ceasing payment options in Russia and Belarus. So I have no idea why Belarus was included in here, because I am 100% just not aware of the situation down there, but it is. So Digital Extremes will begin ceasing all payment options in Russia and Belarus this week. There may be some discrepancies per platform while conversations continue, but know that we are working on establishing parity across the board. This is a choice Digital Extremes has made in response to the needless violence in Ukraine. Yeah, to be fair, I assume a lot of us kind of expected this or saw this coming. The current situation over there is awful, right? It's a war. It's not great. People are being hurt, etc. It looks like at the moment Russia is slowly just being cut off from the rest of the world, so we're gonna have to see how that's actually gonna affect the world, right? And with Belarus is like bordering on Russia. I don't know if they're like a nation state of Russia, something like that, or like a offshoot of Russia. I'm awful with geography, so hey. Looks like if you're in Russia and Belarus, you can no longer buy anything in Warframe. It's hard to say if it's at this point because the Russian currency is dropping like flies, or if it's because like no one just wants to work with Russia until this war is over because gamer sanctions. That's what is currently happening, right? These are gamer sanctions. Like, that's what we're seeing without a doubt. Crazy times for sure. And this is a little different from previously. The old one was Warframe Store transactions in Russia were being canceled by the transaction payment processor. This time this is a choice Digital Extremes has made in response to the needless violence in Ukraine. I mean, kind of expected this. A lot of the Russia-Ukraine stuff, right? People are just, nope, Ukraine, good. Okay, we're good with Ukraine, trying to help them. Russia, just push them off, right? Everyone's just trying to just not do any sort of business with Russia until this war is over, until they stop the war, right? To pressure them into doing that. So who knows how much anarchy that will truly bring. So we have the Warframe Reddit here where they also shot it out. And in the last video, I also have, a lot of comments of people. So we'll take a look to see what people are thinking. All in all, the general idea is yeah, this is an awful situation, right? You don't want to hurt the Russian people, but I mean, their country is going to war, so you have to sanction them as a country. Yeah, it sucks for the Russian people that do not want to go to war. But the fact of the matter is Russia is waging war on Ukraine, so everyone's going to naturally go to protect Ukraine because they're being attacked by Russia. Therefore, full sanctions on Russia themselves. It's an awful situation, obviously, to every citizen who doesn't want war, but that's always the case in war. It's awful. And hopefully they'll stop so that things can be peaceful again, but who knows. Now, imagine Putin comes out with a State of the Union tomorrow, ends the war because he can't get Plant to buy his favorite Sayandana. Yeah, that's gonna be it. Oh yeah, so this is in the previous one. So it isn't DE specifically who chose to make this call, but rather the group that manages, yeah, it's the payment processor, right? Now it's DE. So yeah, DE is still Digital Extremes. They're owned by Tencent, right? But most likely DE is still doing independent decisions like this because, yeah, Russia, China, who knows, right? It's a crazy time. Damn, I mean, Russians didn't want this, both Russian and Ukrainian suffering. Hope that's, yeah, naturally, but yeah, it's awful. Okay, so let's take a look at the Reddit. So the previous was this is awful. Everyone's, the new war. Yep. So now let's go to Digital Extremes ceasing payment options in Russia and Belarus for Reddit. Understandable, I just feel bad for those Russians who don't support Russia's actions. Yeah, again, that's sadly how it always will be, right? How do you protect a country from the people who want to go to war and the people who don't want to go to the war, right? It's crazy. It's too much. I guess that kind of is the point. Taking away people's toys is the quickest way to get them annoyed at what caused their toys to be taken away. Well, if you don't give Russia everything or anything, eventually they won't be able to, wage war because they can't function as a society in theory. Because I don't think many countries at all these days can be self-sufficient whatsoever, especially in such a low turnaround. So could be careful. Yeah, we gotta be careful. We don't know how anything's gonna truly end up. We're just waiting, seeing, watching. To everybody saying this meaningless effort that only hurts the Russian people and not Putin? Yeah, you're right, but you're also not putting out new information like Daddy. Yeah, but like, that's the thing. The hit to the Russia's economy is what a lot of this is technically doing, which is the biggest thing. The Russian economy, I think, lost 80% of its value over the last week or two, or the ruble, something like that. So yeah, no, it's crazy. Okay, before I say anything, I want to exclaim that I don't even remotely like what Russia or Belarus are doing. Honestly, I didn't even know when like Belarus got added into this as a place, but hey, okay. But here's where my problem is. How blocking transactions from Russia and Belarus going to help the situation if anything's punching the people inside the countries like it's their fault that their presidents decide to be power-hungry babies, attack the country? Honestly, it just sounds like a piss-off and inconvenience to Russian people that hope they... Okay, no, these are just sanctions, man. These are making sure that, I guess, no money leaves Russia. No money is messed around in Russia. A lot of... To be fair, like, people probably just don't want to touch the Russian currency because of its valuation right now. So we're gonna have to wait and see. Is it because Visa and MasterCards announced they won't work there, as well as large number of banking institutions, or an active choice on their part, or does it really matter? Yeah, does it really matter? Honestly, that's the thing. At the end of the day, no. Looks like DE is just gonna do what the popular thing is, which is everyone's gonna just pull out of Russia. Like, no one's gonna want to do business in Russia. All of Russia's gonna be businessless. So yeah, we're gonna have to see, man. We're gonna have to see. All in all, I don't think this is a bad thing. I don't think this is a good thing. It's just, it is, right? It's a war sanction so that Russia can kind of just fuck off and stop doing war, hopefully. Yeah, it's awful, but we'll have to wait and see. Hopefully, like, regular citizens, you know, Russia and Belarus that don't want anything to do with this war, hopefully they'll still be able to, you know, play the game. But who knows? Maybe a lot of people will be trying to leave Russia soon and Belarus and trying to escape there or not. I don't know, man. We'll have to wait and see, but this all just sucks. This is not good by any means. So yeah, thank you all for watching. That's the end of this video. Shitty, annoying news, but that's what happens in war, right? Gamer sanctions are now brought up in war because games are all over the world. So yeah, thank you all for watching. Check out the random socials, I guess, and I will see you next time. Peace.